Howdy, my name is Cameron Worthy, and today I'll be presenting my solution to the Football Club Barcelona and the La Liga Professional Football League. Both organizations believe that the other is wrong. Therefore, I'm going to give my pitch on how to resolve this long-lasting issue and provide a compromise for both FC Barcelona and La Liga Professional Football League. I believe that the majority of this conflict is considered to be a political issue, though it is necessary to approach the issue from a number of perspectives in order to appropriately resolve this conflict. It is important to clarify the history of this conflict and give a little bit of context about where most of the conflict began. In 1939, the Catalonia population was suppressed from indulging in their culture and even speaking their own language after the Spanish Civil War. The military general and the leader of the nationalist forces that overthrew the Democratic Republic of Spain was a man by the name of Francisco Franco. After Franco's military dictatorship had been established, Franco suppressed the nationalism of Catalonians, and the only place that nationalism could be represented was at FC Barcelona matches. Because of this, FC Barcelona began developing the mantra of more than a club to represent the oppression that Catalonia had faced in regards to their culture and nationalism. This slogan embodies a symbol of liberty and freedom for the entire population of Catalonia. After Franco's reign came to an end, Catalonia was granted autonomy, but many of the population of Catalonia desired to gain independence from Spain. Although Catalonians are able to exemplify their culture now, many of them, especially FC Barcelona fans, still see Spain as the enemy. Because much of the population of Catalonia wants to declare independence from Spain, La Liga has officially stated that if independence were to occur, FC Barcelona would be removed from the league entirely. This conflict is defined as a dispute, which is known as an argument that motivates someone to prove the other party wrong. One of the many reasons this conflict is significant to Catalonians is that if FC Barcelona were to be removed from the La Liga Professional Football League, this would result in the end of FC Barcelona and Real Madrid rivalry. FC Barcelona fan base generally leans a bit liberal. Therefore, the team has developed a political identity of freedom and liberty. But as their statement of more than a club is shared throughout the fan base, how far will Catalonians really go for their independence? Both FC Barcelona and La Liga are tied to Spain due to the La Liga headquarters being located in Madrid, Spain. Both parties rely on the profits of football fans in Spain in order to succeed. This must be established at the beginning of conflict resolution in order to build a foundation for coming to a conclusion that benefits both FC Barcelona and La Liga. In order to resolve this conflict between FC Barcelona and La Liga, I would recommend separating the fan bases from the issue altogether, allowing the conflict to be addressed with solely economic aspects in mind, and less so political positions. Both parties would respond positively to this, as they both want to continue being seen as competitive in the eyes of those who follow the sport. To begin, I would establish an open dialogue and start with simple yes or no questions in order to help both parties establish where they each stand regarding the conflict. I would take the role as an active listener to gain the trust and understand the perspective of both organizations. I would then introduce integrated bargaining to help avoid a prisoner's dilemma. Now, this is not the most efficient outcome for either FC Barcelona or La Liga, but this would ideally help both get at least some of what they want. This also allows for a basis to work off of in future negotiations, leaving a lower likelihood of an impasse occurring. Potential barriers in this conflict would be a lack of communication and a lack of compromise. I would separate both parties into groups to help tensions lower, and I would take the role of mediator to navigate the conflict without being emotionally attached. This is called reframing. Differing personalities will be expressed in this conflict. La Liga has more of a conservative identity because they are very cut and dry in the sense of their options to stay or leave. They would have a more aggressive negotiating style. Meanwhile, FC Barcelona has more of a liberal identity in the sense of fighting for liberty and equality. We assume they would take more of a flexible, accommodating negotiating style. I would enforce the compromise style of resolution in order to mix the two negotiating styles and provide traits of both to best approach and work with both organizations fairly. My presented resolution is that FC Barcelona should continue to represent Catalonian culture and raise their own flag alongside Spain's and sing their own national anthem along with Spain's. Likewise, other La Liga teams have the right to raise the Spanish flag and sing the Spanish national anthem so that the two could be done in whichever way they want. This is a similar style to the way that the Toronto Blue Jays of Toronto, Canada, operate in the Major League Baseball. It's similar to when they play teams that are in America. They are both allowed to sing the Canadian national anthem and the American national anthem. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks.